Well, hello. Welcome back. Guess what I'm doing? I'm out for a walk. So let's take a look at what suburban Los Angeles looks like today on a wet, breezy day. It's the Ides of March. We're just gonna go for a little walk. Probably won't be a very long walk. I thought we'd take a look at the neighborhood. But my glasses are fogging up like crazy right now. Just wanted to get out of the house. We're always stuck with that sunshine and no clouds. So today we got beautiful clouds. It's a little gray. And the showers come and go throughout the day. But we'll just go for a walk. So you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. If you happen to catch the Twitch live, hello, welcome. And I'll give a special shout out to my friend Eric. Eric, hello. A not so top secret walk. We're in the village of Toluca Lake today. I'm going to stop for a second, hit that. Toluca Lake, I believe, was established in 1923. One of the early neighborhoods in this region, on the east end of the San Fernando Valley, Los Angeles, California. This manicured lawns and big hedges. Look at these little cast iron kids goofing around. There's little cast iron kids all over that house. I wonder, were they real kids at one point? It's like in the movie The House of Wax. There's a little bird heading over to Burbank Airport. Well, now I know why they use this area as a movie set. It certainly looks like one. There's a few drips here and there coming from the sky. Nothing too big. We'll do a loop through the cul-de-sac. Back in the 50s, this used to go all the way through to the main little street, Riverside Drive, which we'll hit later. But there's a freeway in the way. That big wall, that earthen wall, actually has the 134 freeway on it. 134 goes east and west here in the east end of the valley. So we'll turn at this dead end, head our butt back over. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that, but the mountains on the far side of the valley have skies are clearing up over there. The temperature right now is in the mid 50s. Ooh, those are beautiful. Maybe the upper 50s. Supposed to get down to 39 degrees tonight. And as you know, in Los Angeles, anything below 55 is called freezing. So it's definitely freezing tonight. It's a nice entrance to the garage. Connects to this home here, I believe. No, that's the neighbor. One of my favorite houses in the neighborhood is on this corner here on the right. Hello from London. Wow, someone's in Anaheim at Disneyland. Yeah, it's a partly cloudy day, so there'll be patches of sunlight and clouds, a little gray here, a little gray there. Hooray, microclimates. The temperature difference between where I am and literally 5 miles away in Hollywood on the other side of the mountain range can be 20 degrees. It's the middle of the night for you in London, isn't it? Thank you for being here. Yeah, the temperature difference. I tried to explain over the years and people kind of mock me. But I always ask people, you know, for example, where you live on any given day, what is the temperature variance between the middle of the day? It's typically no more than a few degrees, maybe 5. But our daily, no matter what time of year, is going to swing between 20 and 25 degrees on average throughout the day. Which is why back in the 1970s, they made fun of us in our California layered look. But you had to layer clothes on in the morning because you were going to peel them off as the day heated up. I think I didn't go up that street. We should. I missed a street. And then as the sun starts to set, you got to put all those layers back on. So it was purely a matter of function, not so much style. And I've done that today. Right now I've got my beanie on, 2 masks, a scarf. I know, I dress like it's the coldest place in the world, but I've got a long shirt on, then I've got a down jacket, a light down jacket on top of that, and then a rain jacket on top of that, and a scarf. I know, we're acclimatized to the warmer weather. It's starting to rain a little bit more. My glasses fogged, so I can't read what you wrote. Hang on one moment, please. Wow. So 40s there. Yeah, you're smart. Wear a jumper. Bring one with you. I try to tell people that come to visit for holidays and things like that, because they come out, they see the weather so nice, the sun is shining. Just because the sun is shining doesn't mean it's warm. Tell them, have plenty of clothes with you when you go out for the day, because once the sun goes down, you're going to start freezing. I like this neighborhood. A respite from the rest of the city, but also the homes are all uniquely designed. It's not a tract housing neighborhood, so you don't have repetitive designs. So you can have a home like this sculpted to look old school, traditional, across the street from what I call a Leave It to Beaver house. Popular TV series Leave It to Beaver in the 1950s and 60s. Trying to emulate typical Southern California suburban neighborhood homes. Around the 1920s, when this area started developing as a residential community, I love these big green lawns. Got beautiful manicured, that is. It looks fake. But, we'll talk about floral matching. Those flowers leading up to the door match. That's beautiful. Little dining room. Looks like a breakfast nook there. A little turret with the windows there. Yeah, you know, when people visit, they don't always consider that traditionally, basically, this region is a desert region, and the only reason you're seeing such diverse, and even I've been here for, how many years old am I now? 400. I'm still amazed by the incredible variety of plant life. This is amazing. You just plant it in the ground, and it's going to grow. You really have to work hard to kill a plant in this region. As long as you pump water in, something's going to prosper. And to see trees like maple trees there across the street from pine trees, on any street there could be literally 100 or more varieties of trees and shrubs, let alone flowers. Listen to me drone on. I'm so excited. But this used to be farmland, ranch land. And when the ranchers gave way to the developers that were offering good money to develop as Los Angeles grew, they sold off their farmland, which was a lot of citrus at the time, lemons, limes, oranges, but also things like walnuts and almonds. A lot of flat land, floodplains, valleys. And developers water, almost anything grew. Rain's starting to come down a little bit right now. Got a little cloud burst. Let me pull up my... Yeah, seeing people walking in Los Angeles is, especially in this neighborhood, is not something you usually see a lot of. Lifestyles are changing, particularly due to the pandemic. I think we found the joy and the genuine human connection of walking around. This area, suburban Los Angeles, it's a little bit more common to see people out pleasure walking, strolling, and actually saying hello to neighbors as you walk by, or strangers. But yeah, and downtown Los Angeles is a lot more walking. This is interesting too, since you were here back at that time. Downtown Los Angeles has had a renaissance. Billions and billions of dollars in development have been pumped into downtown LA, and areas of blight like the banking district that were traditionally blighted are just bustling, beautiful, cosmopolitan areas now. The arts district went from an abandoned set of warehouses to some of the most sought after living spaces in Los Angeles. I did a video on that. You can watch that one, and I'll do another one. Here's an example of an exotic plant, birds of paradise, traditionally Polynesian, right, South Pacific. Here we are in the middle of March, and the birds of paradise are just flourishing. Look at these. And this is a home. I have to be careful. I'm on a little busy street here, but I don't know if you can see how far back these birds of paradise go. But they go way back. It's like a grove of them, just flourishing, these guys. Well, this is nice to be out in the rain. I'm wiping off the lens once in a while, just in case. So I apologize for that. I don't have a rain jacket, a umbrella. So I figured I'd chance it. Let's see if we can see some more. This is a local thoroughfare cutting east and west. So we're looking due west. You can see that there's some daylight there. Some daylight over there. But we're in a bit of the last cloudburst of the day, probably. Let me wipe that off, sorry. I think it's going to be a little out of focus for a few moments until the rain slows down a little bit. There's nowhere on this street for me to take a